Hello, my name is Tina. Welcome to my channel. Tonight I would like to talk about Loosh. I made some video mentioning it before, but I would like to look a little bit from different angle. What exactly is Loosh and how can we understand how it works? Now, first of all, I would like to say that Loosh is a energy, emotional energy that is usually extracted through suffering. I already mentioned it's not just suffering, but any emotional energy can be called a Loosh. Anything that is draining you, okay? Now, this Loosh term was first introduced by Robert Monroe in 1985 in a book with the title Far Journeys. So, yes, it wasn't a long known term. It's quite fairly new between this metaphysical subject and yes, so Loosh is the energy that is being extracted from us. Now, I would like to tonight contemplate about a different aspect of it, and the aspect is how to get that extracted energy back. Yes, indeed, because it's something that has been extracted from us, and it's being extracted while we in these physical bodies, in this physical dimension, since the day one, basically since the moment of your birth, and that continues through the whole life cycle till the last moment that you are here. Now, this energy extraction, obviously it's something that we have no control of, because it's something that it's happened, because once you are born into this physical reality, this is part of the system. The system is brutal and it's not fair. There's no justice here. There's lots of suffering. There's lots of going on, conflict. And we humans are being taken here like some sort of farm animals. But this is a Loosh farm, okay? Now, getting your, that energy back, you probably ask, is it possible? Well, that's what I would like to elaborate a little bit about tonight, because in my opinion anything and everything is possible. It's only a question how you go about it, okay? What you're doing about it and how you understanding how it works. Well, if something is taken from you, okay, that without your permission, okay, without your consent, it's I classify it as like a crime committed, okay, because this is something, energy is something that should not be taken from anyone or anything really, but it happens and it goes on and on and on. So I kind of looked a little bit into it, and I don't see anybody else questioning how can I get back this loose energy that was extracted from me against my will, against my wish. I mean, many people are not even aware that something like this takes place here. So putting some light onto it, I personally think it's very important. Because what happens really when Loosh energy is produced through suffering, okay, it empties you, it makes you tired, it makes you depressed, it makes you feel like you are totally down, and almost sometimes like, wow, I don't know if I cope, if I can cope, if I can ever get up again in life. Because energy is something that keeps you going in here. Everything is energy, okay? Everything is energy in here. I mean, food that you eat produces energy, okay? We're talking here about emotional energy, yes, but we feeding our bodies So while the body is here, between that body the consciousness is imprisoned, and we produce energy through our suffering that is scooped up and extracted, okay, taken from us. Well, why? Because I believe that the entities who are extracting those energies, we're talking about energy from the astral reality, especially from the lower astral regions, they don't, excuse me, they don't have their own life force. Therefore, this is their food for existence. Okay, we're supporting those evil entities. Okay, so they could exist, and in return they oppress us, and they take every drop of energy they can from us while we're here. Well, it doesn't stop here, but I would like to only talk about what happens with the Loosh between this reality here, because yes, it goes much deeper. I can only say the extraction of Loosh continues in the lower astral if you don't get enough awareness of how the system works, a little bit at least awareness to what is going on. You're going to end up in the lower astral, and therefore the Loosh extraction will be continued from there. I mean, you're going to be recycled back here. So that is the biggest kick up your soul, really. But anyway, what happens while we're here? Well, the getting back of this Loosh energy, it's priority. Again, nobody questions this, many people don't know about it. As I said, this term Loosh is fairly new between this metaphysical expression. And many people, I mean, don't even know what metaphysical means. Never mind Loosh, or some people don't even know what reincarnation is. Yes, I met people like this, oh yeah, that they don't have a clue. Yes, so extracted energy from us, it's something that it's our own property, okay? If somebody steals something from you, okay, if somebody robs you of something, you automatically know that crime has been committed, okay? Because if someone takes something that doesn't belong to them, but they feel that it does, they take it, they steal it, there's a crime, okay? Now, because this is the kind of crime that people say, okay, but how can you prove it, that that energy has been taken from you? Well, energy, we're producing it, okay? Energy cannot be destroyed, okay? Energy goes on and can be transformed into something else, okay? There's a transition of that energy into different aspects, but it goes somewhere, okay? And also remember, have you ever noticed, guys, when you are worried about something, when something really bad happens, bad news that you may receive, okay, or you suffer some terrible loss, how tired you feel, how devastated and tired and depressed you feel, because your worry, your heartache produces Loosh, that energy or emotional pain, that it's called Loosh. And that energy leaves your body, okay, and you feel empty and tired. So, how I would go about? Again, I can only present here how I see it personally, and how I would do it, because I think it can be done. And how do I go? It's a simple way. Remember, guys, belief and intention are two very strong aspects of you, of your will, that can go for you or against you. If you're lacking belief and you're lacking the intention, things will never work for you, okay? Suddenly people sometimes doing okay and they say, oh, I don't know, it's too hard, I don't know if I'm good enough, I don't know if I can do it. And this is when you lose your faith, your belief in your own ability, that you resign from something, that okay, I can't do it, so you stop it. So your belief goes, and then your intention goes, and again, you feel empty because you started a project that you were doing maybe well at the beginning, but then you lost the faith that you can do it, okay? So what I'm saying here, how do you go concerning that Loosh extraction? Well, first of all, you have to be very assertive about it, and you have to treat this as something very personal, something that belongs to you, and this is not your privilege. If you, it's your right to have it back, okay? That energy, somebody stolen, and you demand it back. Yes, this is what I'm doing. I'm demanding back every ounce of energy that was ever extracted from me through suffering, through moments in my life that they were very bad moments. I demand it back because it went somewhere. So that means I fed some sort of entity or entities or some energy field that went on and did whatever, however, without my consent. So by demanding back, you're opening your soul and your awareness to the belief that you can get it back. This is the key. If you believe that you can get it back, it will come back to you. How you will know? Because you will suddenly feel energized. You feel like you've got control over this, that something's giving you something like you will feel the energy. Yeah, you get back the energy. That's how it works, really. You say, yeah, I'm getting my energy back. And what do you do with it? You store it in here within yourself. So no external force can ever snatch it or grab it or take it or steal it from you in any way. Because you seal it within yourself. Again, you have to do a little bit of visualization, which I often do, and it works, guys. But you have to have belief that it will work. That's again, we're talking about metaphysical expressions here that you cannot prove by verifying it, okay? So belief is the key to everything. If you believe, it will be done. According to how you believe things, how you see it, yes, it's gonna come to you and it will manifest in a very way that you wish this to be manifested. I started to do this quite recently, this exercise, visualizing that all this heartache, all these worries that I ever had, that were put on me, and again, it wasn't like I made a mistake, that I did something. No, it was outside my ability to control. That means something created these horrible situations in my life. Like, for example, when you're a little child and you are beaten and you are abused, how can you control it? It's out of your control. So that means you will put in a situation that you suffer a lot, because a little child cannot defend it, himself or herself, and cannot help it. Unless somebody helps the child, there's no way you can change the situation. So yes, this is just a little example. Anything that was created to oppress you, and you suffer, was for the production of that energy, that suffering that you were put through, and that was taken from you. Okay, so this is like you're being robbed constantly. Because I mean, I know many people that suffer right throughout their life, that is one thing after another. Almost every day something pops out that you can't control, and you say, oh my God, really, I have to deal with this now again. And then your health cannot hold the way you would desire. It could be in any way and shape and form around you between this existence, okay? So there could be as many examples as you can imagine, okay? But anyway, by believing that you can get this energy back, and also it's not just taking the energy back, but to stop this energy being taken, okay, in the future. So what happens when you notice that something is not right suddenly, okay, that something is brewing, that you're very worried, and you say, I got a feeling that something's going to happen. That means something is coming your way, because your soul senses, your intuition, it's telling you, be aware and be vigilant, because something is up, okay? At this very point, you should seal yourself from any interaction and interference from any energetic fields that may be hostile to you and coming your way, okay? Again, this is a simple exercise. You don't have to be extremely clever or learned about it. No, it's just the power of intention. I'm sealing myself with a block of my own energy that any enemy from outside cannot penetrate my core being here, that is stuffed in this meat suit in here, okay? This is simple. And then you know what? The magic happens. Repeat it a few times. I'm sealed. I'm not receptive to any bullshit that's coming at me. I'm refusing to interact with it. I'm refusing to embrace it and looking into it, okay? Nothing to do with me, okay? And by doing this little exercise, you suddenly feel that you're feeling better, okay? That means you have stopped whatever was coming at you. Of course, it is not possible to stop everything, like accidents happen to other people that we care about, okay? So you cannot say, oh, this is bullshit, I don't want to have anything to do with you, because this is something that happened, okay, actually, in a physical sense, all right? So you can't stop it. We are mortals. You have to remember, guys, because we are mortals, people die, people leave, things changing. Things can happen at any time. But I'm saying, do whatever you can within your ability to stop any unnecessary attacks. I'm talking about, those could be like entity attacks, demonic attacks. I mean, those are parasites from the lower astral that constantly bombarding us with a lot of nonsense, with a lot of darkness, okay, negativity. Soon as you start to feel that out of the blue you're feeling something is up, immediately seal. And also attack. If you feel that you're going to be attacked, imagine that you have a fire around you, like a circle of massive fire, you know, and that fire burns anything and everything around you, all around you. You're sealing it. You're sealing yourself within that safety. This is your own defensive mechanism, and you've got a damn right to use it. Okay, you have to believe that it works. You have to believe that it will protect you, and the same fire that is stopping you right now. If you have a habit of it, you will see that in the future you feel lighter, that you feel more in control, that you're feeling like things come easier to you, you know, that you feel peace, that you feel safety, that you're feeling more secure. Those are positive, guys, honestly. People sometimes say, oh, I'm depressed, I don't know what to do. They go to the doctors, they take all these medications that work or not work, because there's lots of complications from them too. But they don't ask the main question, why? Why do I feel like this? Why? There's no some reason that I see, but I feel like I'm gonna drop in the moment, you know, because this is what depression is. There's many depressed people that they cannot name the core of the depression. Yes, they can say, oh, I don't have a job, oh, my girlfriend left, oh, I can't pay my house, you know, I don't have money, you know, all these things that you need to do something and you're unable to do it. So yes, there are some reasons to it, but occasionally, I would say it's half and half, people don't know. I mean, I've been there myself. That sometimes I couldn't really name the guiltiest culprit of the moment. Why am I feeling the way I feel? And boom, there it is. I mean, recently even I had this spell for a few days that it lasted, that I felt like I was under terrible attack from some astral parasites. I mean, really, I'm being recently attacked both between spirit and between the body too. I got a broken toe right now. Yeah, freaky little accident, but it's all connected probably with what I'm doing, because I'm poking at those things that the entities of the astral entities don't like. Those entities who run this show, they don't like it. By the way, I see them like bed bugs, basically. I visualize them as a bed bugs that you can put your foot on it and squash them on the pavement. That's how I look at them. Anything external from this so-called highest power of astral reality, see them as cockroaches and bed bugs. That's how you visualize them, because this is what they are actually. They are parasites. They cannot produce energy. They cannot exist without us, basically. So they're feeding on us. Yeah, it's like a cat that has fleas, basically. Fleas are parasitic, and unless they feed of a cat or a dog, they cannot exist, because they are parasitic. They're hopeless and helpless, really, without that feed. So this is what happens to us. We are being treated like some sort of food source, basically, for those entities. And yes, those entities including anything and everything external, those who play gods, like for example when people see apparitions, beings of light, they call it, during the NDE experience, those are the parasites, those are the bed bugs. They play gods, they say, I'm Jesus, I'm this and I'm that, I'm your angel, I'm your guide. No, they're not. No, they're not. They're lying. But people respect what they say because they come from another world. So you automatically respect, because you automatically assume that they know better. And this is the whole tragedy, because they don't know better. They don't give a damn about you or me, those beings. They don't give a damn. All what they care about is to extract energy from us so they could exist. So they have to make this world worse and worse place to live, because have you noticed, guys, recently how that it's getting from bad to worse? It's not my imagination, is it? Because they're desperate. They're desperate. There's damn desperation. They want to make it so bad for everybody because they need more and more of this energy. I wonder if they bloody breed there or what, because they need more and more of that Loosh energy from us. But anyway, you can say stop to that. You can stop right now, and you can say from now on, any energy that I produce that is of emotional source cannot be touched, cannot be removed, cannot be extracted from me, because that energy can be used for your own need, basically. You can transform this energy of sadness into something like it's beneficial for you, for your strength, for your health, for your well-being, really. So yes, this is what I wanted to talk about today, and this is what I wanted to share with you guys, because I started recently to do this. Yes, I've been having like lots of poking at me. I could sense, like for example, like occasionally at night when I sit here, I feel suddenly very cold air all around me, like a freezing cold, and that is the sign that it's an entity of the very low order from the lower astral. It's around here because I don't know why, but they want to know what I'm about, what I'm doing. Yeah, I had it for years, really, so it's not something recent, but I'm just noticing lately especially that I became more aware. So immediately I create this massive flame around, and I burn it consciously to the crisp, so that entity, whatever, stop feeding, stop spying on me, stop whatever, looking what I'm doing. And I'm encouraging you guys to do exactly the same, because only through asserting yourself and standing up for yourself, you will be able to become a sovereign being, independent being, and that's the only way to regain your freedom, to get out of this reincarnation loop. So, okay, that will be it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Take care for now. See you next time. Take care. Bye.